Now this video here was actually for the members, but I decided to share it publicly. How many machines should a barber have? Let me ask you this. If I gave you a roadmap that was incorrect and I told you to navigate to some place, you could never get there because your map is wrong. I can't help you if you don't have your machine set up correctly. You're never going to be able to cut hair the way I do or many of the other barbers do. One clipper is going to have a taper blade on it. This blade is curved, it cuts very forgiving, it's very easy to blend with, but it will not remove those harsh skin lines because we're not going to need to zero gap this. In fact, I would recommend that you don't. The next clipper, you're going to want to have a fade blade or a taper blade on it, but you need something that can cut close and get out those harsh skin lines that we're going to put in with our trimmers. I'm not telling you guys what to buy, but I'm going to make a strong recommendation here. The Rogue combo is kind of second to none in performance. You're getting one of the best machines, which is the Ergo, and you're getting one of the best new blades, which is the one blade cutter on the trimmer itself. So with this, I would recommend that you guys get two of these so that you have the two clippers and two trimmers. Now, let's talk about the trimmers. We're going to need two trimmers. One of them, we're gonna zero gap, and we're gonna set it really close. You guys can check out the video. It's just a little short on zero gapping if you're unclear how to do it. But make sure that you have this set up correctly. We're gonna put in those sharp lines and in emergency situations, and we're gonna use it to flick out some of the residual that's left with our electric shaver. Now, whatever other trimmer you choose to use, this trimmer is gonna be your workhorse. This is what you're gonna put many of your guidelines in with. You're gonna use this in sensitive areas like on the neck or maybe under the chin. This is gonna be the perfect trimmer to help you do some blending in those fine details. So now that you have all four, you have a clipper that can remove any harsh line, you have a clipper that can blend above that, and you have a trimmer that's nice and soft and sets in some fairly easy to remove guidelines. The next thing you're going to need is an electric shaver. Now the Rebel electric shaver, it's pretty hard to beat. It's very fairly priced, and if you use my code Eddie, you'll save 15% on all of this stuff, and it's gonna be very affordable. Now at the end of your blend, there's going to sometimes be some lines that you just can't get out. You're gonna fight with them endlessly, and that's where this machine comes into play. You're going to wanna pick up an Uno single foil electric shaver. The head on this is very small. I can use just a small portion of it, and I can use this to tap down and go with the grain or kind of flick into it. And I can't tell you how much easier this makes fading having a tool like this. Not to mention the low fades, hard to reach areas. I would not want to cut hair without this. I also have some affiliate links that'll get you 20% off of the combs. This comb from Zuka is their flat top comb. It's very flexible. All of them are very flexible. All of them are very thin. And you're going to want to pick up this other comb right here so that when we get into the shear over comb and all that type of blending, you have something to use. The next thing we're going to want to have is we want to have at least a 7-inch shear. Now this shear is going to be perfect for shear over comb. It's going to handle big wide sections, but I can also get really detailed. We're going to use this a lot, but one thing about the longer shears is they're kind of hard to control when we're starting to put in texture. This is far too long for cutting the top of people's hair. I wouldn't want to use this all the time for that. So I would also recommend that you get one shear that's a little bit shorter, whatever fits your hand. There's a way to actually put it in your hand and see how it fits, and you guys can try that. But we want to have one shorter shear and one longer shear. And I'll put links to all this stuff down below that'll get you a discount. Of course, you're going to need a barrage of other things, like you're going to need a cape, clips, all this other stuff, but these are the basics, and I can't help you if you don't have these and have these set up correctly. This is a members only video where we're going to break down exactly how and why we're going to start every single haircut. So I appreciate you guys for being members. I'll see you over there. Let's go.